Alright guys, so this is the continuation of our video on how to use the selector switch for reverse and forward motor control. Okay, alright, so this is the power arrangement for the forward and reverse control, and then the step-by-step explanation was done in a video before this one. I have shared the link to that video at the description of this very one. Good. For now, we are going to look at the control circuit by using this selector switch instead of using two start buttons, one for reverse and one for forward, and then a stop button. We are using only this one unit. So this one unit is representing the components that will help us to operate the motor in forward direction, reverse direction, and then the same device can help us to stop the motor. Now, the components that we need to add to what we already have here is the selector switch, obviously. Then we need two auxiliary contacts. So one of these auxiliaries goes on each of the contactors like this. All right. All right, so when you look at the selector switch, we have numberings at the terminal. So this is terminal 1, and then this is terminal 2. Okay, so terminal 1, terminal 2, and then terminal 3, and we have terminal 4 here. Okay, so our input supply, that is the feed that comes to the switch, will connect to terminal 1 and then we'll loop to terminal 3. So terminal 3. All right, so our feed is done, connected to terminal 3 and then looped to terminal 1. So here, the next thing we have to do is to take a connection from this switch to power the contactor. But then before then, we have to decide which of these sections or which of these numbers should control forward and which of them should control the reverse movement of the motor. Okay, so here I'll be doing the arrangement so that when the switch is at 1, the motor will be moving forward. And then when it goes to 2, it will reverse. Okay, so this contactor will be my forward contactor, and then this one will be the reverse contactor. And so when this switch is here, this contactor will activate. And then when it is here, this one will activate. This one will make the motor rotate clockwise, and this one will make the motor rotate anti-clockwise. Okay. So we take a connection from terminal 2. Okay, so that's from terminal 2. And then So we connect neutral to A2 of the forward contactor. All right, so all is set. So now power switched on. All right, so I'm using this white material on the router so that we'll see the rotation, and then we'll also see clearly when the rotation changes. So this one for forward movement, that is the clockwise movement of the router, and then this one for the reversal of the router. So this is our control switch. So when the control switch goes to 1, forward contactor is activated. Okay, but then these contactors shouldn't close at the same time. So even if you want to press this manually, this one has to go off before this one comes. Okay, so the two are not supposed to close at the same time. So here, all right. Okay, so now we want to change the direction. Before we change the direction, the motor has to briefly stop, and then it goes to reverse. So you see that now the reverse contactor is activated, and you can see that it is rotating in the opposite direction compared to the first movement. So this is the first movement, clockwise. It's going clockwise. Okay. Okay, and then when we set it to 2, it goes anti-clockwise. All right, so there is a very simple way that you can use the selector switch to do your forward and reverse motor control. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, in case you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to my channel and stay connected so that you get notified anytime I post the next video. If you like what you have watched in this video, kindly share with your friends, and then you can also leave any comment at the comment section. See you again in the next video.